Hi pie friends, I'm Brooke with the Flaky Apple Pie Company. I'm grateful that you're here. That means you bought a pie from the Flaky Apple Pie, so thank you. Today we're going to be showing you how to bake a pastry topped pie. The pie we've chosen to bake today is our chicken pot pie. It's one of our most popular, so hopefully this helps you. Make sure you keep your pie in your freezer until you're ready to bake it. Once you're ready to bake it, take it out and open up that box, and inside you'll find all your baking instructions right here. It's taped on there, so it's easy just to take right off for you to refer to when you need it. Then take your pie out of the box, and then you'll see right underneath your pie is a piece of parchment that you're going to want to line your cookie sheet with. Go ahead and place your box over to the side. You're going to want to hang on to that to store your pie in, especially if you're going to be traveling with it, like taking it to a party or something. Next, line your cookie sheet with your piece of parchment. The pies can get a little messy, so this helps make cleanup a little bit easier. Next, go ahead and unwrap your pie. Now, for the pastry topped pies, you don't need to do this. It's the pro pie tip to go ahead and brush your pie with some milk. So if you have a pastry brush, go ahead and get that. If you don't, you can use a little paper towel. So go ahead and just dip it in and just slightly brush the top. It's not going to change the taste of the pie at all. It's just going to make it brown a little bit nicer and make it look pretty. Now make sure that the milk doesn't start to pool right here in the fluting, because that will make your crust brown a little bit more than maybe you would like. Now here's the difference between having a pastry pie that's filled with fruit versus the chicken pot pie. Is with the fruit-filled ones, you're gonna wanna take a little bit of sugar and sprinkle on top. Again, not needed, but it adds a nice little touch. Okay, go ahead and transfer your pie onto your cookie sheet. Now you're gonna need to prick the crust. You could either use a fork or a knife. I prefer a knife, it's a little bit easier. Doing this just helps the pie vent a little bit. Go ahead and put that little bad boy in there until you feel it kind of go down just a bit. Of course, it's frozen inside, so you're not gonna go all the way down to the bottom, but if you feel like you didn't go in all the way, just go back and do it again. Something to take note of is your chicken's already pre-baked, so you don't need to worry about having your chicken be baked all the way. It's done for you. So basically what you're doing with this little guy here is heating up the inside and making sure the crust is nice and baked the way that you like. So he's all ready to go, and our oven is already set and ready to go at 375, so we're gonna pop him in and get ready for dinner. Okay, it's been a little bit over an hour, and we're gonna check on our chicken pot pie. All right, if you look, it's cooking really nicely. The edges are starting to get a little bit more brown than the middle, and if you're having that same thing, if you feel like your edges are cooking a little bit faster than the middle and you don't want them to get too much darker, I'm gonna give you a little tip and trick. So we're gonna pull him out, and we're going to foil the edges. So I have some tin foil here that I just cut into, smaller strips. And what I like to do is fold it in half a bit and then just place it over the crust. Be very, very careful. Your pie and your tray are very hot, so keep that in mind. Don't do anything crazy. You don't need to press down on it. You're just covering up those edges like so. So they are protected from the heat a bit, and it will cook this middle part a bit better. And now it's ready to go back in the oven. We'll probably put it in for at least another 10 minutes and then take a peek at it. All right, here's our chicken pot pie. It looks done and ready and delicious. And if, man, you could smell it, you would be excited to eat it. So just go ahead and remove that foil from the edges. and let it sit for at least a good 10-15 minutes before you serve it. It's going to be very, very, very piping hot, but it is hard to resist cutting into it right away because it smells so amazing. Okay, now we're gonna cut into this pie. You gotta take note, this is not going to be one that's going to set up pretty. So go ahead and slice into it to get that first piece out. And then in the end, we always end up getting a spoon and kind of dishing it up into a bowl. It also pairs really nicely with a green salad and some rolls or cornbread to make a complete dinner. Thank you for joining us at the Flaky Apple Pie Company. We hope that you learned something about how to bake your chicken pot pie today, and we hope you enjoy baking it and eating it as much as we did making it for you. Enjoy!